I didn't think it was going to happen. You know, I thought the rumors were wrong, but I was unfortunately wrong. And I'm glad to be wrong because we finally have a new generation of AirPods. And these are pretty much the biggest refresh to the AirPods lineup in 2 years. So the lineup has pretty much stayed the same since the AirPods Pro were launched in 2019. I think the normal ones were updated right around that time too. So this is honestly the biggest upgrade we've seen on the AirPods lineup. So let me go ahead and unbox this. And as you guys will notice, no more plastic on this as well. They've shifted to the same way the iPhones are. So you just have this tab that is on the box and you can open it up. So there's two things I'm mainly excited to see. Number one, how the case and dimension compares to the AirPods Pro, and number two, how do they feel in my ears? And one more thing I'm actually interested in seeing is how does Magsafe work, because this is now Magsafe compatible. So in here you get AirPods, which are just a quick start guide, paperwork. That's about it. Okay, not a lot to talk about with the paperwork. Let me put that off to the side, and let's look at the AirPods themselves and see what we have on offer this year. I'm already very excited. It looks very similar right off the bat, but I can tell it's just a bit smaller. So you guys can see it's about 75% the size of the AirPods Pro, which is actually a good thing. Even smaller, more compact is not a problem. So let me go ahead and, and let's see what else is in the box. There is that USB-C cable as well. So USB-C to Lightning for charging it, of course. I don't know why they didn't just go with Lightning. I mean, at this point, everything else is pretty much Lightning. Why Apple is dragging their feet and still making Lightning and USB and just confusing everything up, I don't know. But let me go ahead, pull off this plastic. Let's pull out the AirPods and see what we have. Come on out. Let's go. The plastic is getting me. All right, there we go. So right next to each other, the AirPods are pretty much smaller in every way, except height. They're the same height, but everything else, they're just a tiny bit thinner. They're definitely more narrow. Overall, looks pretty interesting. So let me go ahead and open up the case and show you guys what it looks like. So they're definitely placed together a lot closer than the normal AirPods. The normal AirPods are definitely spaced closer like this. The AirPods Pro are spaced out a lot more, as you guys can see. This is definitely a tighter fit, which makes sense as to why the case itself is smaller. The buds, now these are the important questions. How do they feel in the ear? So let me go ahead and pull these out. Design-wise, they seem very, very similar to the AirPods Pro. The only difference really being is that there's no tip here compared to the AirPods Pro, which has this rubberized tip. So let me look at it dimensions-wise. Let me put it right next to each other. The AirPods 3 the stem is just a little bit longer. Otherwise, it seems, design-wise very similar, but there are some differences here and there. There is one more sensor right here at the top. Is that a sensor or is that an outlet for the speaker? No, it seems to be an outlet for the speaker, a vent. These are the sensors, or are they outlets as well? They seem to be outlets, but overall, the design, you could be fooled into thinking one is the other. There's really no discerning thing about them besides those tips. So that's interesting. Okay, let me go ahead and put this off to the side real quick, and let me try out that Magsafe. That Magsafe is what I've been very curious about. So I have brought out my Magsafe charger, and I saw that Apple said it works on it, but I'll show you guys one thing. When you put it on like this, you guys can see that the puck is pretty much bigger than the case itself. So I'm wondering how it works. Let me go ahead and see. Does it latch on? Yeah, it latches on, but it's not like a full magnetic hold. It's kind of just like magnetically on there. It does fall off, so let me see if there's a magnetic hold on the AirPods Pro. Not really. So there's definitely more of a magnetic hold on MagSafe with these than there are on the AirPods Pro, but really I don't see that as a very big selling point anyway. I'm not really finding that the MagSafe compatibility to be a big thing, because MagSafe works on the AirPods Pro too. They're just not magnetically going to sync up. So if you just have it here and you put them down on here, since it's still wireless charging, it will work. But it is nice to know that they are kind of focusing on the magnetic prowess of these as well. So what I'm gonna do is put these back in, and I'm gonna give these a listen And I'm going to come back to you guys and tell you what I feel about the audio quality, the range, and everything else there is to know about the AirPods. Alright guys, so I've had a couple of days to spend with these AirPods 3, and I have to say, I definitely, I had low expectations for them, but they've really surprised me. These are really, really good. Number one, let's start off with the fit in my ears. So a problem I've always had with the older designed AirPods were that they didn't stick in my ears. They always fell out, and especially say when I was talking or chewing or something, they would just fall out. And even if I would have done a gentle kind of shake of my head, they would fall out. But these, for some reason, even more than my AirPods Pro, stick in my ears and don't fall out. And not only do they stay in my ears, the first day I got them, I actually ended up wearing them for about 3 hours or so on the first time I put them on. And I kept them on for 3 hours. And it didn't hurt a single bit. Because, you know, sometimes these hard plastic earphones without the tips, they do hurt your ears. You know, they start to feel, you know, there's a discomfort and fatigue in your ear after a certain time. But these, I didn't experience any of that. Now this, I do want to just mention that everybody's ear is a little bit different. So what my experience is might not be your experience. It might be a little bit different. But for me, for somebody who's been historically had problems with the fit and the comfort of AirPods, it's a big deal for me to find AirPods that are this good. Another thing I was very pleasantly surprised by were the sound quality. The sound quality is definitely better than the old AirPods in my opinion. Now I haven't heard the old AirPods in a while. I haven't had those because I had the Pro and I got rid of my normal ones because they didn't fit in my ears anyway. So having these, I've honestly not missed my Pros as much. Now, the one thing I do miss is having that noise cancellation because I put these on and I feel like they're my Pros, but they're not because of the similar shape. But not having noise cancellation definitely is a feature I'm missing on these. But the sound quality is absolutely incredible. I really didn't think that it would be as good as it is. There's good bass. It sounds great. It gets loud enough. So overall, absolutely love these. Microphone quality is excellent as well. You know, it's pretty much it's an Apple AirPods product. Like there's a lot that it gets right out of the bat. Like I don't even need to mention it. You know, it charges quick. It does have Magsafe support, as I showed you guys earlier in the video. And overall, I do really like these AirPods 3. But big but, these cost $180 right now. So historically, AirPods do get cheaper on Amazon and other retailers as time goes on. But right now, these are still selling for their full price of $170, I believe. One of the two, I forgot. So these are, let's just say, about $25, $20 to $30 away from the AirPods Pro. Because the AirPods Pro have been out for so long, they are pretty much universally available for $200 brand new. Apple does charge you $250 if you buy directly from them, but on Amazon, Target, so many other retailers, you can easily find them for $200. So that makes me ask, is it worth saving that $20 and getting the AirPods 3 versus the AirPods Pro? And the answer is no. Because number one, the tips, the plastic tips are way more comfortable. And number two, the experience that the noise cancellation and transparency modes provide, they are well worth the extra $20 to me. In fact, they're well worth that full price to me as well. So even if I was offered AirPods Pro for the full price or this for the full price, I would probably go up to the AirPods Pro because that noise cancellation does add a whole level of sophistication. That being said, if you're somewhere where there's still a big price delta between these two, the AirPods 3 are fantastic. I just think that if they were a little bit further away in price, the real world price right now of the AirPods Pro, it would be a different story. So if for certain you'd get these for $200, the AirPods Pro you can only get for $250 and you can get these for $170 or $180, then it would be a different story. I would tell you guys that you know, these are a good one to consider. I personally wouldn't, as I mentioned, but I would definitely recommend them. But right now, as it sits, I think these are a great product, but until these start to get cheaper, I would still just recommend buying the AirPods Pro. They're a very similar design. They have all the same features. In fact, that has noise cancellation, which this doesn't. And I really think that you'd be for the $20 price difference, you're just getting so much for that money that I really do think that you should just go for the AirPods Pro if you're in the market for AirPods and looking to spend about 180 bucks anyway. So that's going to be it for this one, guys. Let me know what you guys think of the AirPods 3 if you have them, and what would you do? You know, $180 versus $200, a $20 difference essentially. Would that be something you'd be willing to pay to get the Pros, or do you just really not want the Pros? Like, I'd love to know your reasoning down in the comments below, so let me know. Let's get a discussion started. I really want to hear what you guys have to say. If you want to check out the AirPods 3 or the AirPods Pro or any other products that I use on this channel, I'll have them linked down in the description below. Go check them out on Amazon. Those links really do help me guys when you click them, so I always appreciate it that you guys do that. It really does support the channel. And if you haven't already, be sure to follow me on social media. I'll have all the handles right here on the screen, and of course, link down in the description as well. Go check me out over there. A lot more behind the scenes going on. And if you want to get more Apple content, be sure to subscribe to the channel, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.